giving nothing but truth.
Yeah, it's Talib Kweli. You're not checking out Hard Knock TV. This is how we keep it, Hard Knock all day. Blacksmith, yeah. I know that Justin and Cameron had their little thing, so I wasn't in their tent with them. You know what I'm saying? I shared a tent with Jimmy Fallon. And I liked him I was a fan of his. I know everything about Saturday Night Live. I grew up watching it. Even the bad years, I still watch all that, the reruns on E. So I love it. But getting to know Jimmy, who's a guy from upstate New York, just an ambitious dude, man. He had the movie coming out with Drew Barrymore at that time, so it was about to come out. He was very excited, which was a great thing for them to be able to film while the Red Sox were winning the World Series, and they're doing a movie about how the Red Sox never win. And if you watch that movie, there's scenes during the games, which is a great thing. But he kept me laughing, man. And it's like told me a lot of stories, and I learned when you hang out with 18 white people, this is what they do. That's what white people do when they're around. They drink Jack Daniels all night, and they play poker all night long. I couldn't hang after a while. I'd be like, you know what? I'm done. I'm going to sleep. Y'all can keep drinking y'all Jack and playing poker, because we don't do that. I don't know. We play spades, I guess. But shout out to Jimmy Fallon, because he kept me laughing and drunk on Jack Daniels for the whole trip. I drink Jack Daniels because of that trip. Look at that. That's Jean Grace's bottle, and that's my bottle, and it's all Jimmy Fallon's fault. Damn Irish people. No, none of these candidates have my vote yet. These candidates have to be of the people and not career politicians for them to get my vote, and I don't see any that are like that. I like the things that Barack Obama has to say. I like the things that Mike, and I always mess this guy's name up, Dinovich, Kacinevich, this guy. He is very intelligent and says some very powerful things, but he's so meek with how he presents himself that ain't nobody listening. So no one knows that he has all this good stuff to say. Hillary Clinton, I can't see how a civilized person could vote to support the war, and it's very hard for me to get behind somebody who did that, Democrat or Republican. Politics, man, is an interesting beast. It'll have you voting against things you believe in, but I can't participate in that. So I haven't voted in a long time because the system has failed us, and I don't think that voting for the lesser of two evils is worse than not voting. I think the worst thing you can do is blindly vote for a candidate just because they're black or just because they're a Democrat, because that blind vote will have you bitter. When that person doesn't come through what their campaign promises was, you'll be so disillusioned with the process that if you don't really know the issues or know the system, you're not becoming a revolutionary by voting. And I think it's a mistake to tell people all you have to do is vote. No, that's not all you have to do. There are thousands of things we can do in our communities to make our communities better. And they have people thinking if they cast a vote, they've done their part. Nah, man, you haven't done your part by voting. There's so many things you can do. Man, some of the best advice I ever got in this business is from Dave Chappelle, who told me fuck daytime. Because I was in a situation where I was stressed out and everybody was, you got to be here and you got to be there. And the thing is that when you make music for a record company, that becomes a product. But sometimes they make the mistake of treating you like the product and shuffling you around and flying you around without any regard to your mental health or your spiritual health as a human being. And if you don't step up and take control of that, there's no one who's looking out for your mental health or your spiritual health besides you. It's no one else's job besides you. So if you don't take the time to be like, you know what, I'm taking time out to do this for myself, then you can go crazy. And sometimes you hear things about artists that I didn't understand before I got into this business. Oh, this person's eccentric, or this person's a diva, or they're this and that. But I witnessed artists having to take that time for themselves, even when it makes them look like an asshole. But in order for them to be who they are, you have to take their time. And I was in a situation where I couldn't decide whether I was coming or going, and Dave was like, man, fuck their time. It doesn't move without you. You are the product. So if the product ain't good, everybody just has to wait. And that was great advice for me, because sometimes you put other people's needs ahead of your needs.
Because I'm hip-hop, maybe I was born for the struggle. Hustle and hover above the earth, observe the concrete jungle, and expose all lies. From the block, it's all lies. Revolution of the mind. It will be. Giving nothing but truth.